I think it's so.
Let's talk no. Um, if you're on this call and the word no gives you a stomach ache, I need you to embrace that word right now. I need you to understand that in our world, the word no is actually something you want to hear, unless it's yourself telling you. So, with that said, I'm going to dive into social media tips. I'm going to dive into challenge group tips, rake advancement, and things to help make your life easier and hopefully get you to be even more successful than you already are now. So, let's start with social media. Um, if you're simply posting about your latest PIO class, your Shakeology recipe, your challenge groups, and your before and afters, you're probably going to get unfollowed. It's too much all the time, all day long. Beachbody, you being fit, you being happy. People are going to get overwhelmed and they're going to unfollow you. But if you follow the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your posts are centered around being relatable, being helpful, being funny, being kind, about your brand, um, and 20% is about your business, that's a really good ratio for a successful amount of followers that are going to listen. Here's how I have changed my social media, my Facebook page, and my Instagram, which are two separate animals, in order to really see my business grow with people that I've never met before. Basically, before I do a post, I think three things. Would I want to read this? Is this helpful? And does this have purpose? And if it doesn't, then I don't post it. A lot of the times, if you sit down and you have this really awesome meal and you really want to share it right away, and so you just take a picture of it and you post it because you're busy and you want to eat it. Okay, that's not going to get any traction really. Now, if I'm like, all done up and I have my hair and makeup done, and I'm like, dang, I don't have time. I'm on my way out, but this would be a really cool motivational selfie post for Baratara. I take a picture of myself and I set it separately in a different album in my phone, and I come back to it later when I can actually sit down and have some purpose and write something that will go with it. Same with my meals. I will post about my meals a week after I probably ate it, about the recipe, what it was, how much time it took me, how great it tasted, how awesome it is to eat clean, yada, yada, yada. Do not post something just for the sake of, I gotta get this picture out there because this is such a cool experience I'm having right now. I need to share with the world where I'm at right now. Don't think like that. Give yourself time. Save that picture in your arsenal to go back and log into your Hootsuite account and set up your posts for the week. Hootsuite has saved my life. If you do not have it and you are a coach, you're doing something wrong. I'm here to tell you right then and there. All the top coaches are using this app. And if you're not, you're spinning your wheels over and over. Because I was. I got to do a post. I got to check out my challenge group. I got to do this. I was freaking myself out. Now, after bedtime, 9:30 at night, I sit down and I go over all the posts that I'm going to do for the week. How do I get all that inspiration? I go through the last week of my photos in my phone, all categorized in albums. I have a selfie album, cause duh. I have a Shakeology album. I have recipes. I have my own team's album where I keep their photos for when I do recognition. I have an album for my videos, obviously, inspirational quotes that I can pull from. It's all so accessible, and all you have to do is spend 5 minutes organizing everything. Don't spin your wheels. Work smart, and your life will start to transform the very next day. So, Hootsuite, post with purpose. Um, if you don't know the times that traffic is high on social media, look that up, get that down, and schedule your Hootsuite around those times. And make sure that you are not giving people Beachbody diarrhea. Excuse me and excuse that word. Um, you know, write 5 things down that you're about. And maybe 2 of those things should be about Beachbody and anything that has to do with health and wellness. The other should be whatever you're about, whatever makes you happy. That's how you design and build a niche. That's how you gain followers that have nothing to do with health and wellness. And you center your posts around that. Asking your audience questions is a great way to get them engaged and build relationships with people that you don't know. All right, let's move on. Move on to challenge groups. If you're not running one and you're not a part of one, then you must not want to build a business and be in this to be successful. If you are running one and you are a part of them, why aren't you recruiting a coach a week? I hate to say it, but I was spinning my wheels because I wanted to run the best challenge groups there ever were. And I was, and I have a ton of people in my challenge groups, but guess what I was doing? I was spending all my time designing my challenge groups. I was spending all my time checking in with my challenge groups, and none of that time was saved to nurture the team I did have, get other training that I needed to have to be a better coach, and be with my family. So I was tired. Too much challenge group stuff. I was tired. I didn't want anything else. With Hootsuite and with getting in the habit of working smart every day, Hootsuite has changed my life with challenge groups because I can set everything up for the week. Of course, I'm still engaged, but for the most part, my coaches pretty much run the challenge group. And I make sure I check in with my own personal people. But aside from that, Hootsuite has taken over my challenge group time, and that's amazing. So now I have time to nurture the team that I do have, but I also have time to make sure that every single day I look forward to hearing no, because every single day I have the coach talk with at least 3 people. If you are on this call and you are not to Emerald, will you write down a date within 30 days from today and come up with a plan to get yourself to Emerald? Because otherwise, you're simply a salesperson. Beachbody has labeled you a salesperson. You've labeled yourself a salesperson. And you're not. You're not. You're a leader. And you're meant to do great things and help huge amounts of people. But you're getting in your own way. And you're really afraid to hear the word no. So get over that. Because you're also telling yourself no. You're waking up in the morning. You see your to-do list. It has to do with maybe babies, maybe a full-time career. In the back of your mind, you're like, I really should do some of that Beachbody training. I probably should talk to a few friends about what I'm up to and what I'm doing. No, I'll save that for tomorrow. You tell yourself no. You are sabotaging your own success. You know what helped me become really ballsy and make sure that I am looking forward to hearing the word no, making sure that I am talking to every single challenger I have, and having the coach talk with them. You want to know a little secret? It's in my nightstand by my bed. That's what helps me be a badass. It's by my nightstand by my bed. And it's like bathing, and it's called personal development, and you need it every single day. If I didn't have personal development and I didn't have that secret book hidden in my nightstand that I read every day, if I didn't have that, my business wouldn't keep growing. I wouldn't recruit a coach a day or see my team grow by tens every week. Nope, because I wouldn't have the confidence to go and tell my team about what I'm learning. I wouldn't have the confidence to go and look forward to hearing no from a challenger when I say, hey girlfriend, we need to have this coach talk because You're already walking the walk and you're already talking the talk and you already love this journey. So I think now's the time we pull the trigger and you become a coach. What's the worst that can happen? Here is what I tell a new coach. I talk to them the way that would talk to myself. I say, here's the deal. You're on board. Your first thing to do is to get yourself the 14-day quick training with Platinum Presenters. Get that on your to-do list within the next week. Simultaneously, while crushing those 14 days, we need to get you to Emerald. That is a huge part about building this business with heart and seeing what it can bring to your life. You know, you don't want to be a salesperson. So your first step is to train Emerald. Boom. In less than 30 days. All while telling your story, all while building a brand on social media, all while using Hootsuite, all while getting Success Club. Lots and lots of stuff to do, and stuff that is so doable if you just get comfortable with hearing the word no. If you are to Emerald and you have already done training, then write down a date that's 30 days from today. Because you know what? Anything over 30 days kind of loses momentum. So write down a date 30 days from today and draw a diamond next to it. What's that? The beginning of April? Then get to diamond. I gotta tell you, I got to diamond in 7 months, 6 months. 5 months too long, my friend. I was in my own way. I was afraid to succeed. I was afraid to share. I was afraid to hear no. My coaches, I even tell them, gosh, guys, you're great, and I'm really happy that you're diamond, but we kind of lollygagged. And man, hindsight's 2020. So I'm going to share with my team how I knew I could have gotten to diamond sooner. I just took my second CBC to diamond in 2 weeks. You know why? Because I'm unafraid. I might be a little scared every now and again, but I'm not afraid to hear no, and I'm not afraid to share this journey and pass on my knowledge. And I'm not afraid to duplicate myself. I'm also not afraid to talk money with my people and tell them that I was a huge skeptic. But man, if you roll with it, and man, if you're determined, and man, if you just dream a little and get yourself some training and focus, the sky's the limit, and I'm seeing that. So I share that with them, and I build a little incentive, and I build recognition, and I'm huge on those things so that I tell them that, okay, you're hitting the ground running, my friend. You're a coach, so your first goal is to get to Emerald. Get your people to Emerald as fast as they can. It is so simple to get to Emerald. And it is so doable to get to Diamond. All you need is a little strategy, a lot of heart, and some creativity. I just want to end by saying there's something else that I did a few months ago. And I told my upline, who is Michelle, most of your upline is Michelle, I told her what I wanted. And I told her what my goals were because I needed to be held accountable. And I wanted to make $5,000 a month. I wanted to help a shitload of people. And I wanted to be 5-star by the end of the year. This next year. Well, I'm doing 2 of those things right now. And that next one, that hitting 5-star, is right around the corner. It is crazy how implementing social media tips and tricks, implementing Hootsuite, changing how I run challenge groups, making sure I'm always running them, encouraging my team to be a part of them or run their own, and having the coach talk and do my power hour every single day. That is the only difference in my personal development. That is the only difference between working the exact same amount of hours I was 6 months ago and making half the income and helping half as many people. So I hope that you got something out of this. If not, I'm sorry. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, you guys, and write down your goals and crush them. And if you need help, just ask.